It worked, man. I don't know. I'm just
happy.
happy.
Have you been to the factory, guitar factory before?
No, I've never been.
What we do is we build all the big jazz guitars, the L5, the L4, the Super 400s, and we also build all the historic replicas. We do Les Pauls from 1954 to 1960, all the different models.
So like if the 59R, you guys definitely do.
Yeah, we do all the reissues here. And these are some guitars for inspection that will be shipped out today. These
Man, if this guitar
R8s.
thing doesn't work out, I'd love a gig down here.
Yeah, it's a good place to work. That's the same reason I came here. It was a related industry. I lived in Lexington for a long time. I'm from Maysville, Kentucky.
So you're from Kentucky too?
Yeah.
Right on. Wow.
This is koa, which is a Hawaiian wood.
So wild. I wish I could do something useful with my hands.
This is you do.
Well, not like that. What is this guy? Is this an
I've heard you play.
something?
You sure as hell do.
What is this guy?
This is a prototype Les Paul that we're doing. It's called a LESS Paul because it's about 4 pounds lighter than the normal Les Paul, and it's contoured to fit your body.
It's kind of carved the boogie out too, you know. That thing is so light.
Kind of crazy, different, a little bit different take on an old thing.
Yeah, man, but I mean, you know, why not?
We've only made a couple of those, finished out a couple so far. We're getting ready to probably next year do a run.
And maybe just because they're so big up there. But it was like Exile and Brooks and Dunn. This would have been about 2004.
Yeah.
I just remember them sounding really good.
Oh yeah.
They're
They're just as good as they always were, singing their asses off.
That's the thing that got me. They could always sing.
Yeah. Where it all starts. These are maple tops, and we have different grades. You can see these got a little bit of curl to them. There's B grade, A grade, C grade. D meaning plain, like it would get a solid color. You got the heavier curly stuff.
Yeah.
To be A grade. Not to B grade. I'm sorry.
Now the old ones, the old Gibsons weren't book matched, were they? They were just.
They were book matched, but not perfectly. You know, those guys were building furniture. You know, in those days. You know, this whole guitar thing wasn't really happening. You know, and they would just glue them up and whatever they were, that's what they ran them. That's why if you look at a lot of old ones, they were all over the place.
Yeah, no, I've been reading a lot more about them. Like there was like certain tops that went to Japan because the like dealer in the 50s saw them and he liked them better.
We do that today still. All this is Les Pauls right here.
It's a Paul.
We used to get, well actually when I was supervisor back here in the 90s, I got a truck, a flatbed truck in every once a week that had 5,000 board feet of mahogany. I mean, it was like the way they rip it out. It's a rough bill, you know, just long as the damn trailer. Now, a 335 has a separate back, top, rims, and center block. And we get it all out on one piece of wood except the top.
This is the weight relief?
That's the weight relief.
That's the traditional weight relief like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's traditional weight relief. So when we put it in the press, we put 48 bodies at a time in that hydraulic press. And the dowel rod anchors it so when you put the pressure on it, it won't scoot. It stays in place. And then he cuts it out on the bandsaw after he takes it out of the press. He's cutting out ASG right now. This is Les Paul neck blanks. Now they're glue wing blocks onto this. It's 2 strips of wood about that wide to get that width of the head size. No truss rod or anything. And then at this stage, there's the wing blocks.
So you got those are the cuts going to go there.
Yeah.
And you can look, and on the back you can tell, like right there where you look serial number.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've toyed with taking my pick guard off and leaving it on. I like it on. I think.
I like it on too. I've done the same thing.
It came that way. That's the way.
It's a look, you know. This is a 59 Les Paul. We got everything, all the reissues are charged by R. And if it's a custom from the 50s, it's called a B with black B.
Okay.
That's just a designation we use for the new guitars. But see, he's putting the truss rods in. He's doing truss rods in right now.
Yeah.
And that's a slide.
The leading edge on this, once we drop this line down, it's still rough steel. I'll take it down within 10,000 of the final size. And it's done on this machine. We call them the three sisters, Betty, Beulah, and Bertha. And we got all three of these. These are really old school technology. They used to make the M1 Garand with these machines. And they still work pretty good.
I saw one, I didn't even know if it was real because there was like no arch to it. It almost looked perfectly flat.
Eventually, in the 70s, they were doing them almost flat.
I've never seen this done.
When the water's high, run and drink up that car. You find out who your friends are.
Ain't that the truth? Now they level this area off here for the neck joint because the Les Paul has a 4-degree neck pitch. So we got to get that angle on there. This is the first step for doing that.
I didn't know that. I've never known that. I knew the headstock was still at like 22 degrees.
Yeah, it's got a pitch too, yeah. But the neck is at 4 degrees, roughly 4, 3.75, 4.1.
What's an inch of most screen?
Yeah.
That might be useful for me.
Yeah.
I know this.
I know you, Boscoe.
Boscoe.
What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
That's awesome. You been doing all right?
Yeah, you still going to the jam? Well, I had a couple of back hills on the boat.
This is actually the first step in the finish process. It's called hand sand, fill, and stain. You're just cleaning the wood up, getting it ready for finish. You know, you make sure that you sand with the grain and get it real smooth. And then we put a grain filler on the mahogany because mahogany's real porous. We want a level platform to put the finish on so the grain doesn't come through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, you're putting the finish on a shelf or a piece of furniture. We brush this on, we let it set for a minute to dry, and then we wipe off the excess. Not only does it fill the grain in the wood, but it doubles as a color.
Well, now, were Gibson's always finished with lacquer?
Yeah.
So they've never done nitro cellulose?
No.
Right
No, it is nitro.
It all is nitro?
Yeah, it's all nitro.
Always.
Never done poly.
It's like other places. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm a kid. How's my tie?
Oh, you look good.
Oh, you look good too, brother.
Yeah, I know. We need to kind of stay over here because of dirt, carrying dirt in and out of the paint.
Oh, okay.
This is the color line. This is where they shoot the burst. And that's, that's
wow.
a free-handed burst. What they'll do is they'll paint that whole top yellow.
Yeah.
And then he'll come back in and he'll have like a real fine airbrush gun and he hand paints that burst in it. So each one's going to be a little bit different. It makes what makes the character of the guitar. Same guy does every one.
Right on.
And then over here is the lacquer line. Well, I told you about the guitars getting 7 coats of lacquer. Well, what they're painting today, they travel on these tracks. And every 40 minutes, he can put a coat of lacquer on. So tomorrow, those guitars will be out here to be scuff sand. And then the ones that are scuff sand, this afternoon will come back in and we'll go on that line over there and get 2 more coats of lacquer.
Wow. Yeah?
Yeah.
I know she wanted to get started a big thing.
Oh yeah. I want one. When they paint it, they paint over top of the binding.
Okay.
They just paint over top of it. And then they come in
It's somebody's
with the blade,
job.
and they use their thumb as a guide, and they come in there and they scrape that color off.
Oh my God.
Exposes the
And
binding.
that's all they take off. Look, that's it.
I've told him how to do it for about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna let him go. How are you?
How you doing?
Loving you.
Thank you. I'm always barefoot. That is so wild to me. Like, man, you ever just come in and hung over and like, oh, well, they won't notice that.
Back in the day.
No, and it's perfectly straight. No machine's doing it. Tammy, right? Tammy.
Yeah. So like is this for her or okay?
Yeah, you said there's you and two other ladies? Because
there's
men aren't
4
smart
others.
enough to do this.
Well, I'm not saying that.
No, you don't have 2 ideas.
Actually, years ago, we had a guy named Randy that was pretty good.
But y'all ran him out of here.
Well, it's kind of hard to work with a bunch of women.
Oh, I had no problem with it, baby. Hey! You might not like my results, but I got no problem with them.
What happened is over time, sunlight, UV light getting on them, they started fading. And they faded to different degrees of fade.
Yeah.
So today we make versions of all that one finish that has faded. This is probably a wash, what we call a wash cherry. But it's all versions of a color that we today call Heritage Cherry Sunburst.
Yeah,
But it was
it's
just
really red around the
It's
edges.
a really red, really a bright red. 57 gold top.
Oh, that's sweet. Man, I've always seen myself as a go-top
That was
guy.
my first Les Paul in 71 with the gold top.
Like, what's classier than gold? Nothing.
Yeah, I still got one today.
But then I saw, like, once I saw the wood, what was on there, I was like, I can't get that wood painted, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah. Now see, on these, if the guitar's a solid color, we go with that plain. People
Yeah.
used to think that we covered up curly wood. Don't reel it in.
Stuff. This is a Metallica version.
Yeah,
We did. Kirk Hammett.
yeah.
And that was the prototype. He actually played that guitar there. And approved it. That's the one that was done.
Sweet.
Jimmy Page. Number 2 right there. We got Randy Rhodes.
Wow.
That was actually the prototype that went to his family and his brother. Gibson model.
Does it catch fire?
That doesn't catch fire. It gets a little dusty in here.
This is Jimmy Page's guitar, and that's the Randy Rhoads guitar. The prototype that they did off of it, they sent to his family to get their okay.
Rounding over the binding, taking the corner off, making it look like it had been, set down a couple of places.
Right on. So he's lightly aging it right now and stuff. Like wearing the guitar, but they're not beating the shit out of these. But there are some they beat the shit out of. The Gary Rosenthal guitar. Didn't you guys even break the neck because the headstock had been broke? Yeah. So they built 50 perfect Les Pauls and then broke the neck exactly where Gary Rosenthal.
Brad's checking right now.
Hey, Brad, what's your name?
Tommy.
Tommy, thank you for talking to me.
No problem.
Brad, can we watch you work? The old finish is cracked after a while. Yeah. So, did you do the Dwayne Allman, the brother to brother guitar? I played your work. So he did all that to make the guitar look just like the Dickie Betts guitar. And when I read the review from the Dickie Betts thing, because I'm a nerd, Dickie Betts said he couldn't tell them apart. So that's the highest compliment I guess you could have. That's awesome. Thank you for talking to me.
The same thing.
With a V?
Yeah.
Kirk Hammett's got a V. He's played it forever. He sent his guitar here. They made that one, sent it to him, and he was like, I can't tell the fucking difference. Make them. So, there's that guitar. I promise not to play Fade to Black. I'm kidding. I'm going to. See, this is why the V never worked for me.
You want to plug it in?
We
actually got a Marshall over there.
I don't think you'll want me to, but okay.
Why do you want to?
I don't know if I never played a guitar with active pickups, actually.
Give it a second, the one toots up.
You guys do that like, hey, grab Jimmy Page's guitar and let's play Heartbreaker. I don't know many Metallica songs. Fuck! I know a bunch of Megadeth. Wouldn't it be sacrilege? Eat it, Kurt! Wow. It's really light. Turn it over now. Now I'm over king. I get to Jimmy Page down, it's over. I can sit in here, man. There's a Marshall, a bunch of guitars. You guys smoke? Okay.
Nice meeting you.
So I hope I didn't devalue Kirk's guitar, sorry. Fuck, I gotta learn Seek and Destroy. Shit.
They got black t-shirts with all around the forearms, look like Popeyes. Now they've got those final coats of lacquer yesterday, so now we're in here buffing them. It's just like buffing a car finish, really.
Been here since 1980. Started November the 4th, 1980.
What's your name?
Tim Evans.
Tim Boscoe. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you.
They buffed it, earlier today, and now they're putting the parts on. Installed. We have like the neck preppers. What they're doing is we tape up the fingerboard so no paint will get on it, and then they pull the tape off. They dress the frets, polish the frets, and then we put the machine heads on back in the corner there.
At this point, have the necks already been plecked and all that?
Yeah. Yeah, we missed the plaque. I'll take it back and show you the plaque if you want to see it.
Well, I just know that you guys are like the first
We
to
were
ever
the
use
first
one.
to use them in manufacturing. Now everybody does.
Well, I even know, what is it, Glazer? Someone said Glazer had one now to like do necks.
Well, that Glazer was the first cat in town. We bought our machines from Glazer.
Right on.
Yeah, he's like the representative.
Oh, okay. Ah. No dummy, that guy.
No, he's sharp cat. And they put the pickups in and the strings and just the playability.
All the soldering and all that goes on right here, the capacitors and such.
Cameron's a Kentucky boy. Hey, Cameron.
Man, everybody's from Kentucky. Awesome. How you doing, man? Yeah. Awesome. Western. Go Cats.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I'm just waiting to get hit in the mouth. Someone go, fuck you, Louisville. Yeah, right on. Man, it's an awesome gig you have, man. Thank you. You get to play with candy all day.
That's not too bad.
I know, man. And I won that Battle of the Blues thing, so I got 5. I won an acoustic. Then I got my choice of a Les Paul, and then today, like an R59.
Wow.
I think they kind of say I go look around and pick other stuff. And
Yeah.
Why would you? I don't know.
That's a pretty good pick right there. I'm Nathan.
Nathan?
Yeah,
I'm Boscoe.
I'm the
Thank
fret
you.
master.
The fret master?
There's only 4 of us.
Right on.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. What's your name? I'm Boscoe.
Vera South.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Boscoe.
Oh, Marilyn, nice to meet you.
I didn't even think I was going to get to come here. I was just thought they were going to send me a guitar. And Pete Linehauser from Beverly Hills. I'm from Madisonville, just right up the road in Kentucky. But the rep I met out in LA at the contest, he's real supportive, and he was like, "Man, you go and you get what you want, and go down and do a tour." So
Marilyn, don't you hurt him.
No.
we're just getting friendly.
He's sweet.
Just trying to get her number, dude. Damn. Why won't they let love flourish? Well, since I work here now and you work here, I guess that's we can. So.
At least somebody understands.
I'm hip to that, brother. We were just talking about if y'all seceded, y'all would have a bigger army. I'm being friendly with y'all.
Yeah. You Kentucky people are crazy. I mean, I understand.
Voila. Look at that. Woo. Doing LPCs now. Feel all the jacks, all the assemblies. That's what he and I do.
Oh man, it's nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming by.
Hopefully y'all see my dumb ass on something.
Yeah.
And not the police report. Go ugly early, that's what my daddy told me.
Yeah, there you go.
You can get 3 threes before you get 110.
Absolutely. Can I use these?
Yeah, no, that's all it is. Well, I hope UK beats whatever team from Texas that plays. Sorry. So then get the fuck out.
Boscoe France is Emily.
Hey, nice to meet you, brother.
Hi, Emily. Nice to meet you.
These are the last of the line inspectors.
So they're like
Emily-
Ronnie James Dio of Gibson.
Yeah,
Right on.
yeah. Emily inspects them, passes them. They ain't gonna say Gibson until Emily says they do.
So that's your gig. If something comes out and it ain't right, man, you're who to come to. And it's not your fault because she handed it to you.
That's it.
Right, and he plays it though, and make sure he's got the job. He plays guitar all day long.
Right on.
And the thing is, you think I would think he would be better than he is.
Oh my gosh, he does that to me all the time. Isn't that awful?
Randy's a hell of a guitar player. Me and him played a lot together over the years.
Right on. Well, man, it's good to know people and get to work with people, you know, that you work with.
59.
That is?
Yeah.
Is that a?
An R9, 59.
God, that's beautiful. Gibson Custom Badge. Now, on mine, because it's different, the post is up higher, but that's because of the curve of the guitar, right? Like,
Yeah, neck pitch.
Yeah.
Those guitars have a little bit steeper neck
Okay.
pitch. These are a little more shallow.
you can go out and have a bite of a sandwich, come back, you still be hitting that one. So on my guitar, the traditional, and this is going to sound stupid because I'm not very smart, my pickup switch down here is this. When it's here, what is it?
It's both of them.
Okay, it is both of them.
So the way that works is in the middle, you turn one control on 10, and then you use one for a master, whichever one is comfortable for you to reach. A lot of cats do this, put this on 10, and then they adjust like a master volume with this.
That's why I can never figure it out.
I had the same thing. I thought it was just.
I thought a switch was broke.
They're independent, yeah, when it's one pickup.
I'm flabbergasted. I didn't know all that. Now I can use it properly. All I do is do this. Yeah, I didn't turn it back up. Get my machine gun on. This is one of the factory defect ones. They're gonna have. I'm sorry, it's left-handed.
Yeah, the parts.
I stand corrected.
There's about the parts. There's about 3 pounds of parts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reverse negative. I had no idea what's going on, man. They just told me to come down here and you get a guitar. I don't.
I feel how heavy. Talking about that, we were talking about how we restrict the weight on the historic guitars.
Yeah.
Zach likes his heavy.
Fuck, how heavy is it? Like, is it 10, 12?
12, maybe 15 pounds.
I want to show you I'm cool and big.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
There's an access,
this is an
which is basically a Lifeson as well.
active pickup.
Yeah, that's a Lifeson.
Oh, this machine over here making modern. Sorry. I don't know, man. If they made the guitar that way and people were getting around that good on it, then you should be able to get around it that good. Mike Bloomfield was fine with it.
Yeah.
Wayne Almonds didn't seem to have any problem getting it to slide up there.
No, they
Although he did tune differently.
I played that SG, the original one. Let's Paul.
Man, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Huge fan.
Thank you very much.
How you been, man?
I'm fine.
Monday morning, these racks will all be empty.
It is just insane.
You see what tomorrow pays the bills. You want a 59, historic 59.
That's what I want, yeah. So, obviously, when you're going to get anything different? No. Well, I mean, that's the
one.
That's it. Is that a Buckethead guitar?
Which one? The
White one?
No, it's just
The Access?
It's just an Access in white.
That's a regal looking motherfucker right there. Wow. That one's got a little weight to it too.
And that's a smaller body.
Alex is no sissy. Alex, he can carry some weight.
Yeah. See now, that's a heavy body that we cut down to
Milled
thinner
down.
size. We direct that heavy wood.
Yeah, I got to go to the guitar center in Nashville. The guy was so nice. He just basically let me play whatever I wanted, even the high-end stuff.
The one here in town?
Yeah, and that's where they had the Dickie Betts, and they let me play a couple of the 59s. Wow. TCB, baby. Ain't no room for a tambourine in a rock and roll band, though, huh? Whoa. Holy rhinestones.
Look
Crazy,
out. Wasn't expecting that.
It looks
one.
like it's singing Never Been to Spain from Hawaii, huh? Where's Richard Lee Sturman?
Isn't that crazy? I got another one here. Here's a theme on another Kentucky boy.
Merle. He's from one county over.
Yeah.
He's revered where we're at. The story, this guy named Mose Rager, have you ever heard that name? Mose Rager was a black cat that showed him how to play.
Oh, I've heard that story, yeah.
And he lived there forever, and you could go see him. And man, you could take that bottle, do the bottle of wine or bottle of whiskey, he'd sit all day. And you could sit and try to learn shit, but you couldn't because you're not that good. So that's like a stacked P90 radius.
Yeah, his Super 400 had P90s, and they had to put that on there to get the pickup up close enough. We still do that on some P90 guitars today.
Well, to be honest, I never had a Les Paul, so I didn't know the pickup rings for one size and one size, different. Wow. I'm pretty sure I like
Cat
that.
did that, but instead of carving this one, he painted it.
I think I like this one to me better than the Elvis, just
Yeah.
personally.
It's
I
a
don't
little
know.
closer to home, no?
Yeah, that's the cat.
Yeah.
I'd be honest, I don't think it matters here. It's not like people are going to whoop my ass for not being an Elvis fan, but I didn't get it. Jerry Lee's King of Rock.
My mom bought me a little record player and a copy of Hound Dog when I was 5 years old. And that's about my extent of my Elvis. Now, I like the movies because I was at that age, fast cars, fighting and, loving. And I dug that, but And but I never was a huge Elvis fan.
I never, I mean, like, I get that what he did was groundbreaking stuff, but just,
Yeah.
you know, I can appreciate it,
I
but.
like everything he did before he went to the Army.
But,
I don't care anything from the shit he did
Yeah, I like Scotty Moore, though. It's like.
Yeah, Scotty used to come in here a lot. Got one more.
The bigger the case, the more they cost. This is like a pop culture guitar?
Well, it's a tribute to the 20th century. Everything on the front is something that happened in the 20th century.
Oh, that happened. Chuck Berry, that's the
Yeah,
fucking
that
king of
definitely,
rock
that's
and
the reason
roll.
why we're here.
Damn right.
And these boys didn't,
Yeah,
they helped out too.
it's a tune.
Yeah, tuned at the factory. Factory tuned. And then you got,
Oh, I'm the greatest. The champ. Damn right.
Amp is here.
I'm from Kentucky, bitch. Gotta love it. Man, like, I would run out of things to, like, I'm stuck, I don't have anything else to paint. Carson. Wow. And that neck joint. That's carved.
oh yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. There's more. Bruce Kunkel, the artist.
Hi.
Man, it's beautiful. Your
Oh,
art's
thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Very impressive. It's beautiful.
Yeah, this was quite a project. It was right at the end of the century, and so it was done just before the year 2000, and there's 135 separate images on the guitar, and this is sort of a random sampling on the top, but the back of the guitar is a history book of the 20th century, starting with 1900 down here, and then each in its own font, 1910, each decade up to 2000. The neck itself is the space shuttle, which now is part of history, going up the back of the neck to this other galaxies, other worlds. So it's a very futuristic kind of approach to things, you know.
I didn't know it, but I was lucky enough to play some of the guitars you built for kids.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of a tech for Brooks and Dunn,
Okay.
so the cowgirl guitar and all the
Right.
really fancy carved stuff. I always wondered
Neon
about that.
Moon guitar.
Yeah.
That's a neat guitar too.
I always wondered about all that. It's really nice to meet you because
it's nice to meet
I
you.
admired them and did not know why. I mean, you know, I knew why.
The Gator guitar, that was one of his big ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 25 different events and people around the rim of the guitar. It starts with Fred Astaire dancing. And
Chaplin.
yeah, Bob Hope is there, Helen Keller, Muhammad Ali. Just keeps going around. Yeah, there's a lot of history on this guitar. It's pretty incredible. But you know, I found myself researching this. I just started to realize that you know, I was born in 1949, so I saw half the century.
Yeah.
And my dad told me about, you know, years before that, and my grandfather was born in 1900. So you know, I knew about the century. But then you start to research it, and you'll be. I was in the middle of researching it, and I realized that most of the people on this guitar are gone. And it became a very heavy thing for me. It's like, wow, you know, this is a real sense. There was a real sense of my mortality, you know, and just the fact that we're only here for a short time, you know. And then the next group comes in, and you know, it all starts over again, you know.
Just hope they remember the old guys, you know.
Yeah. But it was a pleasure to do. A lot of work, but a great pleasure too.
You guys take people's broken dreams and repair them.
Yeah, we tried to.
I never had a Les Paul before I won this contest. Man, I was so scared somebody knock it over. I put it in the case every time I played it for a little while. And I just got a really nice stand that locks them in. And pray no drunks are around my gear now. But
I think that adds character to it. You let those things. I mean, I never take care of the guitars I gig with.
I didn't until I got this one. Like, I've got you know, other guitars that are just beat to shit. But I don't know, man. It was like the only thing I've ever wanted in my life, so I'm taking care of it. And then I get another one, so maybe I'll start beating the shit out of it.
If you got it in the car, I'll grab a screwdriver and we'll dent the top just real quick so you never have to worry about it.
I do, oddly enough, but I hope you don't know where my car's at.
These are the rest of the guys in my crew. Andrew,
Nice to meet you.
Boscoe
Nice
France,
to meet you.
Brian Hall.
Nice to meet you.
Brian came to us from Fender. Joe Cone.
Oh, we've met before.
You met before, yeah.
Like very sad. And so, do they send you the other part? You guys like cut it off at a certain point, or?
This one was not clean off. So we're just going to put a new neck on it.
Right on. So when you do that, you try to use the same board, or do you guys use the board?
It really depends on how well the board comes off.
Okay.
I mean, if it's it could become a real bear to try to get it off, and you'll rip up a lot of the wood. So I may just make a whole new neck.
And so, I mean, does it, with stuff being older, more vintage, are people more specific about, well, my inlays look this way? Or,
Exactly. You try, if it's a vintage piece, then you try to restore it to the original.
when you start something like this, how labor intensive is this for you? I mean, you got to unset the neck and take everything apart.
Very much. And this is all glued. I mean,
Yeah,
it's all,
like, so
the
you
whole
have to
tenon
heat
is
it
glued.
up. How do you?
I heat up the end of the board and souffle it to get the glue joint. And depending on what I'm going to do with the neck, I may cut the neck up to here, and just so I can remove the whole thing.
And then you'll knife the tin out and just put a new whole.
There will be a
tin in.
tenon under there that I'll actually chisel out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. I love guitars so much, man.
Yeah.
To go from having to make my own guitars out of pieces and such, and amps, I build my own tube amps.
Oh, dude.
If I ever broke one, man, it had to go to retirement for a little bit and get fixed. That's why I play shitty guitars so long.
Well, I hope you find a guitar you like.
I'm sure I could pick up any one and be pretty happy.
If you form the piece, then it flows with the top.
I just want to make sure I know this.
So we're looking at a steamed top and back here. I think it's the future, because you take one billet that you would get one card back out of, and I can get 3 or 4. Backs out.
You lose a lot of wood when you're carving that out.
Right. Yeah, you're throwing the wood on the floor, basically. So you don't lose any of the book match. Keep a perfect book match. And it starts out flat. It goes into a steam box for an hour and a half. And when it comes out, you have 30 seconds to get it into a form to hold it to this shape.
Yeah.
And you hold it overnight. And when it comes out in the morning, you can glue it up into a top and a back. So you have a left and right piece that you then join and glue together. So you get, I mean, it makes a beautiful guitar.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's based on a 34L5 shape. It's a small body, and we're using a Les Paul scale and an R9 headstock. So it's a small headstock.
So this would be like the 59 heads. Is that the R9?
Yeah, R9. Yeah.
So do they join the body at the same place?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a full neck tenon, mortise and tenon, glued in.
It's just crazy, man.
So this is a new thing for us.
It's beautiful. It's a really small town. It's why it's so awesome. I win that, contest and then get to come down here. It would never happen any other way. It's a blessing.
You must be living right there.
God's good. He's been good to me. He loves everybody, but he really likes me. That's what I tell people.
You're welcome anytime. Just the doors are always open.
Oh man, I'll be filling out an app.
Go play some music, man. You're a talented guy.
Thank you very much.
Unlike the rest of us who are stuck here.
Yeah, I've already seen a couple of guys I've seen play, and it's a wonder. I'm glad they weren't in the contest.
Ernie's a great player. And I got to listen to Bruce play the banjo all day long.
Yeah, wear him out with the banjo. You don't know anybody needs a good banjo picker, do you?
I got 2 kids that are young. I never had a Gibson until I won the contest, and now I can't imagine not playing it, So I can see why people, save their pennies and
save up.
nickels,
The Gibson is really a status symbol. I mean, it's an achievement.
Man, it's like I had on my wall, and Gibson's good enough. It only took my ass 36 years to get one. Happy birthday to me. And it changed the tone of everything too, man. It filled up. Playing 3-piece, you got to take up a lot more real estate, and it ain't something you can do with an amp or a pedal or something. It really comes from the pickups and that kind of thing.
Leroy's guitar?
You can't even notice it, really. That's cosmetically, that's pretty sweet. God, looks like candy.
Okay.
The angle goes back this way. So if you're playing slide, You know, you're usually about right here. You playing on A, so then I've got to, you know, extend, or I'll just play over the top like this. But then I think, well, Dwayne Allman, he got pretty high up, so.
He didn't have no trouble.
Yeah, Dwayne got around fine.
Yeah.
Weird, but no, I mean, definitely. Oh, that's pretty sweet too.
It's called Stinger.
What, when you do this?
Yeah.
Little flash.
So what's the deal with this cutter? What's it doing?
It's got a slant to it, so you got more access higher
Oh,
up
I
in the
see.
neck.
In the back.
Yeah, that's right. Usually, I mean, I know you know because
Yeah.
you make all these
Neat.
things, but you know, kind of right there, but
Right. Yep.
it gives you just a.
Doubles in. This is something I just wanted to show you. This is something I developed. This is my all wood banjo. Feel the weight of that? You know what a banjo weighs.
Yeah.
This is an all wood banjo. Weighs 4 pounds basically.
I always wondered why you wouldn't make a banjo of wood, because the best drums are made of wood, and the sound and wooden rims.
Well,
and
originally banjos were made with gourds.
it's really round sounding. It doesn't have that nasty banjo sound. that, you know, that real teeny quality.
It has a wooden tone ring. See this ring inside of here? Mm-hmm. That's the tone ring. It's made out of Coca-Cola. This is not a separate resonator. I call it a monolithic tone chamber. The body of the instrument is one piece.
Yeah.
So
and
all
this-
you're adding is the head and the ring. And you take the head and the ring off, and the neck just bolts onto the body with 2 bolts. There's no coordinator rods inside. You can look inside here in the sound port. And it's just a totally different instrument.
Something in the air up in Kentucky, you know? Water or
Some
something.
water, they make good whiskey out of it. They say that's why the whiskey's so good.
We stole it from Virginia, Bourbon County. I heard that. I don't know if that's true, but I believe it, because we're some thieves. We take what we like, we leave what we don't.
That's right.
I really like these guitars, but I know it's just because Jack Pearson has one.
Prince purple there.
You know the difference between pink and purple? Your grip.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
I can't wait
Can
to
you put
use
that in the
Can I
video?
use that?
You please do.
Okay. You get to pick out an R9,
Yeah.
59 R. We call it LP R9, and anything down this hallway, he'll check them out, pick you out a nice one.
Wow. I know the two I was looking at earlier, right there.
Big stars will come
Right.
in.
But you're talking
Yeah.
like,
And you know, they got a deal, endorsement deal. But
I mean, we're
he's got
talking
the
like
same thing.
B.B. King and I mean,
Yeah,
big people.
Aerosmith and Steve Miller and cats like that, you know. Oh, he plays rigs around all of them. You know, don't you think?
Well, I do. We just
I
need to
do.
get the rest of the world
To know what he does.
think like
Yeah.
we do. Because we get to hear him night in, night out, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
He don't have bad nights, man. That
No,
man
it's-
plays a guitar,
his
man.
bad nights are still good.
That is a happy man right there.
Hell yeah.
How do you go about, like, how does one pick a piece of art, man? It's,
You know, pick them up and, you know, see how you like the weight and wiggle that top, you know, so you get an idea how it's going to look, you know, like when you move, it's going.
man, it's a little overwhelming, to be honest. Like, look at that. Like, how does one go about like?
What color you like?
Well, there's only one color. Let's be honest.
All right.
There's only one color. Yeah. Holy cow. What a problem. That one's beautiful too.
Here you go.
That might be the one. God, how do you pick, man? And then that one. Oh.
Here you go.
I think which one's got the prettiest top? The one in the middle? Like, how do you know? Man, it's
That's hard, brother.
no, I know it's like being on a boat full of supermodels and being like, hey, wanna hang out? You know, I'm gonna have to go to my room because I can't decide. Said, man, I guess it'd been better if they just mailed me one. I can't. Is this the one?
Yeah, see how nice and wide the flame is, and see how consistent it is. It's
Plus
just
when
as
you move it back and forth.
Oh no, it looks like it's dancing.
yeah.
That's
called
probably the
popping.
nicest one I've seen.
It's called popping.
Yeah.
Well,
That's probably the best one I've seen out of those three. But
it's just, man,
I don't know.
this one, fellas? This one, Texas?
Let's make sure it's available.
Yeah.
Ray wants you to
Could you,
check it out for him, make sure everything's groovy.
man, thank you guys for building that. I'm so happy. Man, thank you guys so much.
I noticed
Killer flame on that.
well, you got one of the best times to come in because usually around November and December, the best flame and quilt tops for the R9s come out. It's I don't know, it's just amazing.
It's on Facebook. Please Facebook me.
It's good to me.
I will be supporting your product proudly.
You're good.
Alright, I'm gonna go check that truss rod.
Yeah, lemon burst. These are lemon burst. I like that too. Lemon burst iced tea. Iced tea is a little browner.
See, like now I'm looking at that one and I'm like, that's the prettiest flame I've ever seen. And now we're already like, I was gonna get the pick art on, but no, I'm not. Because I want to see the flame. It's so stupid. I'm such a geek. I'm sorry. I'm getting an R59.
Alright.
So you probably had your hands on it, I hope.
Maybe.
Ah.
Can't never tell, can you?
Now you never know.
Turn my hand on like that.
Yeah, watch out now.
Hey.
Oh.
She's fun. Wow, I didn't even, I know I'm not, it's not an option, but. See, that's a Les Paul. So the 61, right?
61. That was the Les Paul in 1961. We'll just get it cleared of her that it's not already targeted for somebody. See how you like the action. You want to hook it up to an amp?
Can I?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, the DVD's coming out, eh?
if you need it set up for slide, we can open up the neck a little bit or raise the action.
I wouldn't be opposed to raising a little bit if it didn't bother anybody or nobody got mad about it.
No problem at all. I didn't know it was going to be partially slide there, so that'll be fine.
Brian is setting up the guitar. It took me 36 years, buddy.
Well, the answer's not yes.
Okay.
It's hell yes.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Hope we see each other at the jam out in Lebanon and get to use them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I gotta take it over and let ship and clean it up and put it in a case for you and have to get your autograph, sign it out.
We raise the action so we can play slide on it.
Oh, okay.
You want to try that?
Oh, yeah.
I hope I got your tuning back the same.
Oh, it won't matter. That's like a wine slack key. That changed the bottom string a lot, yeah.
Thank you
so much, man. That's beautiful, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome.
It was great to meet you.
It was great to meet you. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
The arch and the radius, the string radius at the bridge is matching the radius in the neck. Okay. So just a couple turns on each side is going to balance it out.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man. It's unbelievable. Wish my Uncle Duke could see this place, boy. He'd be flipped out. Wow. Man, thanks so much. We'll get out of your hair. Or you got to take this and do your thing and then...
What do you make? Are you
Yeah.
burgers?
Yeah. Got your warranty, those your pick guard, and then they come with a certificate of authenticity.
Wow.
So, ready to go.
I'm, as my daddy would say, shitting in tall cotton now, buddy.
Every time you are, son. You are.
Man, if nothing else, I've got a real pretty guitar, made some good friends out of all this, and met some cool people, man.
Man, we come back anytime if you need anything. I'm gonna give you my card.
Man, y'all keep, man, just the fact that y'all even saying that to me makes me feel kind of special, especially being a nobody, but I do appreciate it.
Enjoy doing it.
Ah, man, I can't thank you
Made
enough.
my day too, man.
It's.
Hell, I feel like I'm getting one too.
I tell you what, man, I've played my whole life, and I never had anything, and nothing else may happen, you know, but I made a little money from that contest. Got to go to LA, do some shit I never thought I'd get to do, meet some people. And then I getting all these guitars and shit, but you get to take my kids to Disney World and not be broke, man. It's like,
Yeah.
if nothing else, man, that.
You got them to Disney World.
Well, let me see what you picked up, man.
I got a really sweet guitar. Thank you. Oh. First thing I gotta go do is buy strap locks.
Oh yeah.
Man, it looks, it's.
You can't have that one.
Man, I'm being honest. I ain't never had nothing like this happen. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you letting me come down here. I know that they could have just sent me this and all that, but thank you. I don't have a lot of money. I entered that guitar contest to get a microphone. I figured that I could win the first round.
Well, they fooled you, didn't they?
I got a it's.
I'm reading a book right now that
Emmett Smith wrote, all right?
Okay, yeah.
And he said when he was in high school, every kid wants to be a pro player and every kid wants to do this. And he said his football coach took him aside and said, until you put that dream on paper, on an index card, you carry it with you every day, you're never going to realize that dream. He calculated how many yards he had to run every game and how many years he would have to stay in the league to do that. And that was his dream.
I never stopped playing, and I never gave up on, like, I'm a guitar player. That's what I do, so I started playing gigs up there where we're at and making decent money. But
is that a manager?
No, trying to get all that. We're going to meet with a lady that does some booking agent stuff today. She handles
Joe's manager.
I'm sorry?
Call Joe's manager.
You think they'd return my call?
Sure. I'll give you his number.
Are you joking, really?
You gotta remember something. Managers are in the business to make money. See what he said. What do you got to lose?
And man, at this point, I don't know. I feel like I'm walking around with a rabbit's foot and a golden horseshoe attached to me.
Good call.
And I can't thank you enough for speaking with me. Thank you
All right,
so
man.
much.
Good luck.
Does that happen for everybody? I just kind of...
No, it's you, buddy.
Man.
Yeah. Take care.
I think we would cry a little bit in my car now. Thank you so much for letting us in and open the door for us. I know you didn't have to.